Yo, what's good everyone? This is AEO Boxing with Madiba, and we're here to talk about Wilder's last chance for heavyweight glory. So it's fight week for the Matchroom vs Queensberry 5 vs 5 card, taking place on June 1st. This card is one of the best ideas in modern boxing, and to be honest, in boxing history. It's a stacked card with good names and compelling fights, and I expect for all the fights to be entertaining and great. In my opinion, the most interesting fight on this card is Raymond Ford vs Nick Ball. The only bad thing about this card is the Bivol vs Beterbiev fight got cancelled, since it was the main event. However, Deontay Wilder vs Zhilei Zhang is taking place as the main event, and is the most important fight on the card. This is a crossroads fight. Both fighters are older. Wilder is 38, while Zhang is 41 years old. They are near the respective ends of their career. Therefore, they have limited time to make another heavyweight title run. And this is what makes this fight more important to Wilder than Zhang. A win will revitalize his career and put him back on top of the heavyweight division in the eyes of many, but a loss will end his chances of getting a big fight and will most likely send him into retirement. This is Deontay Wilder's last chance of heavyweight glory. As we all know, Wilder was a top tier name in the heavyweight division in this era of boxing. He was a WBC champion and had 10 title defenses. Regardless of what you think of his resume, he was the one that resurrected American heavyweight boxing. And along with Anthony Joshua, he brought back the excitement to the heavyweight division. He was also the person who revitalized Tyson Fury's career and gave us a classic heavyweight trilogy. So big respect to him. I understand why he has so many dedicated die-hard fans. But there's been a lot of mishaps in his career. The first was not fighting AJ for Undisputed back in 2018. The second was losing to Fury twice and taking a lot of punishment in those fights. And the third was losing to Joseph Parker, which was the biggest loss in his career in my opinion. Wilder took a long layoff after losing to Fury in 2021, only having one fight against Hellenius, which ended in one round in 2022, and going into 2023, he had talks of fighting AJ, which were materializing, and they were both put on the Day of Reckoning card. The Parker fight was supposed to be a tune-up and setup fight for AJ in 2024, but he got outclassed by Parker, probably because he underestimated Parker. Due to the way he lost almost every round, Wilder's stock dropped and he fumbled the bag with the AJ fight. Wilder received a lot of criticism and many fans were calling for him to retire. Wilder even alluded to retiring himself post-fight. Shit, I even thought Wilder should retire. He blew his chance of landing the AJ fight in a meaningful way and he just looked old against Parker. He's out of his prime and it seemed like the Fury trilogy took a toll on him. However, the Zhang fight presents an opportunity to change this current narrative. Zhang is a dangerous power-punching southpaw that was avoided until he got his chance against Joe Joyce, in which he beat him brutally twice, giving Zhang his claim to fame. Because of those wins, he became a fan favorite and has been considered a top 5 heavyweight by many ever since. And due to him being the first Chinese heavyweight and a 2008 Olympic silver medalist, he has a lot of hype around his name and a large potential upside. But like Wilder, Zhang also had mishaps in his career. The first being the Jerry Forrester performance in which he got a draw and almost lost his life post-fight. The second was the Filip Hrgovic fight, a fight where many thought he won in a close decision but was still criticized for not stepping on the gas and gassing out. And the latest was his loss to Joseph Parker, which is the most disappointing loss and performance of his career. Despite knocking down Parker twice, Zhang looked slow, old, and gassed out, which led Parker to get back into the fight and win. Zhang got a lot of deserved criticism for that fight, and a lot of people began to write him off, saying that he already hit his ceiling and is too old to compete at the championship level. But just like Wilder, this upcoming fight is his last chance, and winning it will revitalize his career. Both have a lot to lose and everything to gain. The real question is, can Wilder beat Zhang? And honestly, I don't know. I believe that Wilder has the power to knock out Zhang, and since he's fighting a southpaw, his destructive right hand will be the most effective punch against Zhang. Zhang's a hittable target. He's big, but doesn't have the finesse of a Tyson Fury. He's slow, so his footwork shouldn't be a problem like Parker. And these are the type of fighters that Wilder excels at beating. Wilder is the faster and quicker fighter, and he also has the arm reach advantage. It's very possible that Wilder can walk Zhang into a punch, or hit him going forward and end the fight. The main issue for Wilder is skill and durability. Zhang also has destructive power, but has more technique than Wilder. He has deceptive hand speed, he's a good counterpuncher, and knows how to put combinations together. As seen in the Hrgovic and Parker fights, Zhang will eventually catch you and hurt you. He dropped and hurt both guys in those fights. However, their skill is what got them through the fire and allowed them to come back and win. Wilder has heart, but does he have the skill to weather the storm? I don't know if he does. He survived being hurt in both Luis Ortiz fights, but after all that damage he took in the Fury trilogy, I'm not sure if he has the punch resistance to withstand getting hurt by Zhang. Furthermore, Luis Ortiz is a southpaw, and he had a lot of success against Wilder, landing consistent left hands. Wilder's power is the reason why he won both fights. To win this fight, Wilder needs to either knock out Zhang early or survive into the later rounds in which Zhang will gas out and slow down, and then take advantage there. If Wilder wins this fight, then I expect for an AJ fight to happen later this year or early 2025. But who knows, this is boxing, anything can happen. But thank you for tuning in with AEO Boxing with Madiba. Like, subscribe, and more content is coming your way.